Hello guys, I welcome all of you to today's Pharmcast. And guys, again I'll be discussing about 5 different drugs of choice today. And for a change, again today we'll discuss one of my quotes at last to give you some inspiration, right? So let's begin guys. The first disorder for today is bronchial asthma. And remember guys, if I talk about bronchial asthma acute attack, any type of acute attack of bronchial asthma, be it classical bronchial asthma, be it exercise induced, or be it aspirin induced bronchial asthma. Currently guys, what they have done, they have changed the treatment of choice for an acute attack, which earlier used to be salbutamol only, if you remember, SABA. But now what they have changed it, they have made it to for us to use a combination of inhalational corticosteroid plus formoterol. Right, the reason being, what used to happen, if I use only SABA in an acute attack of bronchial asthma, then the incidence of exacerbation of bronchial asthma is much more if I use as compared to if I use a steroid as well as a beta 2 agonist. So I use a combination of inhalational corticosteroid along with LABA, that is formoterol. That is the treatment of choice for an acute attack of bronchial asthma. However, persistent bronchial asthma, my treatment is same, that is ICS is the drug of choice, inhalational corticosteroid. Even for exercise-induced asthma, aspirin-induced asthma, long-term management drug of choice is ICS, right guys? Whereas for acute attack, the treatment of choice is ICS plus formoterol. Let us move on to the second disorder guys, brucella. So guys, what is the drug of choice for brucella? Guys, remember, if they ask you single drug of choice for brucellosis, your single drug of choice is doxycycline. Doxycycline is the single drug of choice. But we tend to use a regimen where we combine rifampicin with doxycycline. They have a synergistic effect in brucella. So brucella, guys, remember, treatment of choice is doxycycline plus rifampicin. But a single drug of choice is doxycycline. Number 3 is a disorder which we usually do not discuss in pharmacology, but I'm covering here because it might be asked in your exam, bruxism, right? That grinding of teeth, right? That can be seen due to anxiety, or sometimes it is seen in sleep as well. So bruxism, guys, what is the drug of choice? I'll give you a clue. What we do in bruxism, we paralyze your muscles, right? Muscles which are responsible for clenching of teeth. So how would you paralyze a muscle? Obviously guys, we'll be using Botox, botulinum toxin. So remember, bruxism guys, the drug of choice is botulinum toxin or Botox. Number 4th disorder guys, Burkholderia capacia. Guys, remember, Burkholderia capacia, it is nowadays quite frequently asked by JIPMER and AIIMS. So guys, remember, Burkholderia capacia, there are 3 first line drugs, cotrimoxazole, meropenem and doxycycline. 3 first line drugs, I'll repeat, cotrimoxazole, meropenem, doxycycline. Single drug of choice, they ask you, cotrimoxazole is the best answer. But these are 3 important drugs which are used, cotrimoxazole, meropenem, doxycycline. But remember guys, Burkholderia capacia, it does not respond to a lot of good drugs which have high activity against gram negatives, like your aminoglycosides, polymyxin E or colistin, your cephalosporins of first and second generation, your fluoroquinolones like ciprofloxacin. So these drugs, they do not respond, right? These drugs, they are not active against Burkholderia capacia. The last disorder for today guys, burn infection. Burn infection, it has been asked in your AIIMS exam many times, and it's an easy one guys. I think all of you know it. Burn infection guys, the treatment of choice is a topical drug, that is silver sulfadizine. Topical silver sulfadizine is the drug of choice for burn infection. And once they had asked you another use of silver sulfadizine, guys, remember, silver sulfadizine is also used for treatment of fungal keratomycosis. Fungal keratomycosis is another use of silver sulfadizine. Right guys, so these were the 5 different drugs of choice that we had to discuss today, and we have come to the last part of our Pharmcast, and that is today, as I said, I'll discuss one of my quote, and that is, there is a thin line of difference between copying and getting inspired. So guys, you see, you look at people doing something, right? You look at your co-aspirant, your friend doing something in preparation, and you have a feeling that if I do the same thing, right, copy him exactly like that, I might get the same result. Because this does not happen. The reason being, we all of us, we are different kinds of human beings. We have different priorities. We have different kind of things we are comfortable with. So whenever you see someone planning a way, for example, of his revision, then what you can do is you can take inspiration from his way. How is he planning? But do not exactly copy him. You might not get the same result, right? You're a different person. So you need to focus on your strength, on your weakness, and accordingly design a plan for yourself, right guys? So do not copy anyone, right? Take inspiration, make your own way, and you will see that while you believe in yourself and follow your plans, you will reach to the destination sooner or later. So guys, that was all for today guys. All the best, take care, bye bye. This was Dr. Ranjan.